All right, cool. So, hi, everybody. I'm Grace, and I work on the sales and partnerships side here at Bolt. And thank you so much to Jake and Lee and Chris and everyone who's put this together today. I'm so disappointed that I can't be there in person. It's honestly one of my favorite conferences of the year. So just to get into it, we have spent a lot of time this morning learning about all of the different ways to tell an exciting story about your brand, how to leverage influencers to raise brand awareness, how to drive traffic by successfully implementing different technologies for marketing campaigns. There's so many great tactics to push your customers further down the purchase funnel. So it's immensely frustrating that at the checkout step, which is, of course, the most crucial inflection point in the customer journey, given that they actually have to take out their credit card and make a purchase decision, about 60 to 70% of customers will drop off. And so, to make sure that this is not the case and all of your efforts to drive this traffic to the checkout step are for naught, we have completely reinvented how shoppers purchase in order to maximize conversion and are upleveling how retailers like you will retain customers in order to drive repeat business at checkout, sort of the holy grail of e-commerce, making sure that you not only can drive your customers to a first time purchase, but keep them for all subsequent purchases and remain loyal customers. So with that, we have, let me advance to slides here. Um, with that, we built a platform with a comprehensive suite of features in order to drive first time conversion, higher order approval rates, and repeat purchases. And we started all this by taking a really discerning look at what the data shows are the highest reasons that customers will abandon their checkout. We looked at data across the entire e-commerce landscape, and as we started ramping up with more and more and more customers, we were able to analyze trends in real time with our shopper network. So here's some good data points to consider when analyzing your own checkout experience. We have tons of guides and white papers for this, but really, the three main things are high additional costs, forced account creation, and high friction in checkout as the top reasons why shoppers will abandon their purchase. So Bolt is continuously investing to make sure we're solving for all of these things. Our goal is to provide a high performing checkout experience that's personalized for your shoppers based on the prior history, their behavior, and their intent, all those real time signals. So here's a little GIF of Bolt. Excited to introduce this to you. It's the first ever checkout experience platform. And we have fully optimized the entire checkout flow to ensure that we're providing a seamless buying experience. And this will save shoppers anywhere between 60 to 90 seconds as they go through the checkout flow. And we take a completely payment processor agnostic approach. We work with all different types of platforms, all different types of alternate payment methods. The goal here is really for you to not change all that much about your tech stack. We really want to make sure that we're seamlessly integrating with all of the partners that make your business go, but we want to make sure that you're doing it in the most efficient, optimized way possible. If fraud is an issue for you, we also have integrated fraud models that, unlike any other fraud tools that currently exist in market, are actually aimed at maximizing conversions instead of blocking potentially good traffic because they appear to be potentially fraudulent. We offer full chargeback coverage, and our ultimate goal of minimizing these fraudulent transactions and boosting order approval rates really plays nicely into the larger picture of just conversion optimization at the checkout step. And this is probably the feature of the Bolt checkout that I'm the most excited about. We have developed a single sign-on passwordless, completely frictionless repeat experience for your returning purchasers, making sure that you can capture these customers at the end of the first time that they go through the checkout. So typically about 40% of customers will drop off if they're prompted with a login wall. And so we actually put the option to save account information for future use at the end of the first time checkout. And about 60% of shoppers we've seen on average end up saving their information. All of the shipping and contact information is saved and tokenized. Credit card information is tokenized. We're PCI level 1 compliant, store all this information for you securely. And the next time a shopper comes to your website with a simple entry of an email and a password, they'll be texted a 6-digit 2-factor authorization code So the exact same way as when you're logged out of your Gmail account or you're logged out of your bank account. I'm sure everyone's personally experienced the two-factor auth. It's really the most highly secure way to ensure that the customer is who they say they are. They can return and check out with a one-click experience. About, like I mentioned, about 60% of shoppers will save their information for future use. We're seeing really incredible adoption numbers. We're seeing that of the 60%, about 57% are more likely to convert because they have saved their credit card and shipping details. So this is really great and actually ties in quite nicely with what Jake was explaining before about the allied force narrative against Amazon, because really what Amazon does has done is kind of set the standard for what checkout looks like. Given that high friction checkout is such a pain point, Amazon has gone in and really set the precedent for ease and convenience at checkout with their one-click experience. And so the issue there is that this technology and this data is readily available for Amazon, but it's a much more challenging problem to solve for smaller retailers who are not Amazon. And so we're really giving the tools back to retailers to be able to have an Amazon like checkout on their own website without the resources of Amazon and doing it all in a cost effective way.